Hi everybody. So today for lunch, we're gonna have lobster ravioli, which I did not make, but I'm gonna show you how to make a really good sauce to go over top of it. All right, let's get cooking. Okay, so we've got all of our ingredients here. I didn't have any heavy cream, so I'm substituting things, so I'll show you how to do that. So we have 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and we have half of a white onion, pretty much minced. It's cut up pretty fine. 6 cloves of garlic, or 1 tablespoon if you're doing it the cheaty way like I did and just buy a jar of minced garlic. I am going to use a 1/4 cup of chicken stock. You can substitute that with white wine. Not vinegar. Make sure it's just dry white wine. I'm going to also use a 1/4 cup of tomato paste. You can also use tomato sauce, but I like the tomato paste because it makes it a little bit thicker. I've got the water getting ready to boil, so that's good for the raviolis. We're going to be using, instead of 3/4 cups of heavy cream. So if you have heavy cream, 3/4 cup of heavy cream, or you can do a 1/2 cup of plain whole milk, or even skim milk, 1% milk, whatever it is, 1/2 cup. Plus, we're going to use 4 tablespoons or a 1/4 cup of salted butter. So that's going to be like our cream. All right, and then obviously the lobster ravioli, which I'm just going to throw in and boil. But yeah, let's get to making the sauce. All right, so we're going to take our 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and we are going to melt that. Hopefully this melts pretty quickly. The girls definitely did just wake up. I hear them talking to each other. I didn't bring the monitor down with me. It was low battery, so I left it upstairs on the charger, but I can hear them from the kitchen, so they're giggling and laughing at each other. I have no idea what they're doing, but it sounds pretty funny. One of these days I might do a little video of me going in. Lately, I go in and they like to pretend to go back to sleep when I go in. So I go in and say, "Time to wake up, good morning." And they say, "I sleep, I sleep." And they lay back down and do their fake snoring sounds. It is definitely too cute. Alright, so now that our butter is melted, we are going to put in the onion. I have so many things on this cutting board. I probably should have used a separate cutting board just for the onion, instead of using this giant white cutting board as my workspace, but that's okay. Alright, here we go. Here's our onion. I'm just laughing at them, yeah. Talking away up there. So I have the heat set to medium. I might bump it up just a touch. So now they've had lobster and they seem to like it. And they've had raviolis and they seem to have liked the raviolis. So I'm hoping that they like lobster ravioli. Now they're the ones with the red and white stripes, so they are very colorful. So hopefully they like the colors. And I think I'm going to probably start off with just giving them one. We'll see, because they are pretty large. You'll see when I go to plate it how big they are. I think my husband said one of his favorite smells, and he wishes somebody would make a candle, which they might, but one of his favorite smells is the smell of sauteed onions. And every time now that I cook the onions, I think of him telling me that. So it's a pretty quick and easy sauce to make. It's nothing too terribly fancy. I am going to have to do a scampi sauce too, because we did recently have shrimp scampi. And I wasn't thinking that people may not know how to make what I think are the simple, easy sauces. So I'll have to do another shrimp scampi for the girls. And show you all how to make the sauce. I like really quick and easy sauces. You know, most of the quick and easy sauces can be frozen too. I do like making them fresh. They obviously are better once they're fresh. But it's very easy to meal prep and do a lot of things ahead of time, and, you know, just freeze off a cup here and there, so this way you just have to pull out whatever you want for dinner that night or lunch. Alright, so now that it's starting to get a little bit on the browner side, turn the heat up a little bit just to brown it a little bit more. We have had so many birds flying into windows the past few days. I don't know what is going on. One just hit the window again. So now we are going to, it's starting to get nice and golden. Let me turn the heat back down. I'm going to add the garlic. And of course now, Dino's going to start. His anxiety is kicking in, and he's scratching now because something hit the door. So 6 cloves seems like a lot, but it's really not. It's not as much as you think. And it adds just the perfect amount of flavor. So we'll just let that go just for a little bit. You know, you really start to smell it. It gets a little bit crispy. You can start seeing it starting to get really golden. So for maybe about a minute, maybe a little bit longer. Starting to get nice and golden now. So I'm going to add my chicken stock, which you can also use, like I said, dry white wine. I'm just going to add that to the bottom. And if there's any bits that are like stuck to the bottom, which my pans are non-stick, so nothing ever really sticks, but you want to scrape them up really, really well. And we're going to let that just cook and let the liquid reduce. We're going to let it reduce probably by half. Which we're at a pretty good heat right now, so it should go pretty quickly. I wish there was some way I could use an exhaust fan and not have the camera, or the microphone on the camera, pick it up. So we really just want that flavor just to seep in, you know. Maybe a little bit longer. So hopefully the girls really like this. I think I am going to cut the ravioli though. Hopefully I can cut it and still keep the shape of it. That's going to be pretty interesting. We'll see. We'll see how I fare. Okay, so it looks like it's probably reduced by about half now. So we are going to put the tomato paste in, or if you're using tomato sauce, you can put the tomato sauce in. But like I said, I like it a little bit thicker, so I'm going to use tomato paste. And that the tomato paste also helps thicken the sauce. Tomato sauce, obviously, you're going to have to let it cook down a little bit longer. But with the tomato paste, you're going to have to stir it in a little bit more. Oh, here comes Vino. He smells the food. He's going to probably come sit right next to me, hoping that I drop something. Hey, buddy. Alright, I'm going to turn my water on for the raviolis and bring the water boiling over here. In the meantime, we are going to put our butter in here, our salted butter, which is going to be part of our cream. So we're going to add our 4 tablespoons of butter. We're going to melt that down and kind of stir in. Like I said, if you're using cream, just throw the cream in if you're using heavy cream. If you don't have heavy cream, I just do the 4 tablespoons, quarter cup of salted butter, and then a half a cup of milk. But if you're using the heavy cream, 3/4 cup of heavy cream, that's what you'll put in here instead of the butter and the milk. So once that's all the rest of the way melted in there, we are going to turn the heat down. I'm going to put it on low. And I'm just going to pour the milk in. I might actually turn the heat off. We're going to pour the milk in. Now it's cold, so it's got to, you know, bring it up to temperature. Because I have an electric oven, stovetop, the heat is still going to be at the bottom of the pan. So we're just going to stir it up really well. And I think I'm actually going to crack some fresh pepper over top of it as well. But that's basically our sauce. Alright, now I might let this simmer just for about 5 more minutes. I'm going to throw in the raviolis, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. Hopefully I have enough battery left. I forgot to charge everything yesterday. So our sauce is complete. I just simmered it for about 5 minutes after I cut the video out. So I decided I'm going to give them each 2 because they're about regular normal ravioli size, I guess. I thought they were bigger. In my head they were bigger. So I'm just going to cut them into bite-sized pieces. But I'm also going to try to keep them in a ravioli square so that they still look like they're supposed to. This can get really tricky. I do this with strawberries and other fruit. So I cut it one way and then I cut it the other way. Pasta tends to stick, so I know a little bit of olive oil can help, but I don't want that to mess up the sauce. So I'm just scooping it with the knife, and I'm going to slide it onto the plate. And hopefully it keeps its square ravioli shape. So that's not terrible. It still looks like a ravioli, kind of. So I did cook extra. I did cook 2 extra for them, just in case I don't want another episode of, like with this shrimp scampi, I ran out of shrimp because I didn't buy enough shrimp. I should have bought more shrimp. But these are super, super pretty, so you could just put some melted butter over top instead of doing a, you know, sauce. But they are super yummy with a nice sauce. And if you actually make the lobster ravioli and you have lobster shells, next time we have lobster, I may freeze the shells to make another type of a lobster sauce that you can use with the shells. It's kind of like making your own seafood stock instead of using chicken stock. So I'm running a little bit behind. I always try to start these videos earlier, and I never seem to start early enough. This recipe usually only takes me a few minutes. But I guess I just talk too much. And I don't plan for that. So I hear the girls talking to each other. I'm pretty sure I heard Guinevere say "Mama up" again. So she knows I'm listening, and she's wanting Mama to pick her up. Hopefully they're hungry, and hopefully they like this. I do have some backup chicken, just in case. But like I said, they did really, really, really like the lobster when we had it. So this plate came out a little bit better than this plate, appearance-wise. I think the raviolis look more complete, but that's okay. So I'm just going to take some of our sauce and spoon some on there. I'm just going to do a little bit right down the middle. They can dip if they want to. But I don't want to smother it because I do want them to still see the ravioli and taste the ravioli. So I think presentation is a lot with children's food, with anybody's food really. So you kind of want to always make sure that it looks like something you'd want to eat. So there is, I'm trying to get the shadows out, but there is our lobster ravioli with a nice lobster ravioli sauce. And I'll put the link of the girls trying this in the description so you can watch them enjoying it. Have a great day. Bye.